33 Blossoms, a Lei of Remembrance. This is a story about a lei maker in Hawaii who discovers that 33 plumeria blossoms can become more than a necklace. As each flower is threaded, 10 characteristics of God's teachers become a living practice, and the final 3 blossoms point beyond learning to remembrance. At sunrise, Leilani set a basket of plumeria on the lanai table. White blossoms with yellow hearts rested beside deep pink, coral, and creamy gold. Her grandson Kai breathed in their fragrance. They all smell like Hawaii, Leilani smiled, and none of them had to compete. She handed him a long needle threaded with dental floss. Today we make a lei of 33 blossoms. Why 33? The first 30 will teach us something. The last 3 will remind us of what cannot be taught. Kai chose a white plumeria. Trust, Leilani said, the foundation. He threaded it. Then came honesty. Thinking, speaking, and acting without fighting yourself. Tolerance. Letting go of the idea that you know enough to judge. Gentleness. Strength with no wish to harm. Joy. What appears when attack is no longer being protected. Defenselessness. Kai paused. That sounds scary. It does when the mind believes defenses keep it safe. Sometimes the wall is what keeps fear inside. Generosity. Giving what you want to keep. Kai frowned. Leilani lifted a flower to his nose. If I give you this fragrance, do I lose it? He laughed. No, peace works that way too. Patience. Being certain enough of the outcome that you do not force the timing. Faithfulness. Bringing everything to one answer, not just the parts you think spirit can handle. Open-mindedness. Leaving room for another way of seeing. 10 blossoms rested on the thread. We do them again? Kai asked. Words are easy once, Leilani said. Now we practice. A breeze lifted the flowers. One rolled into the sand. Kai groaned. That one's ruined. Leilani waited. He looked at the blossom. Tolerance? She nodded. He brushed off the sand. A pink flower split as the needle passed through it. Gentleness, Leilani said. Kai slowed his hand. When the floss tangled, he tugged harder. Patience. He stopped pulling. The knot loosened. Then he placed 2 colors out of pattern and reached to remove them. Honesty, Leilani said. Kai studied the lei. I only want to change them because I want it to look perfect. And does the lei need your idea of perfection? He smiled and left them where they were. By the 20th blossom, the characteristics were no longer a list. They had become choices. Leilani began the 3rd round. Now we give them away. Kai looked puzzled. We only have 1 lei. Then give away the qualities. A neighbor passed carrying groceries. Kai opened the gate. Generosity. A little girl bent a blossom while admiring it. Kai felt irritation rise. Tolerance. A dog barked under the table and nearly toppled the basket. Gentleness. The wind scattered several flowers. Patience. Someone called from the road asking if the lei would be finished soon. Kai laughed. Trust. With each blossom, the lesson moved outward. Trust. Honesty. Tolerance. Gentleness. Joy. Defenselessness. Generosity. Patience. Faithfulness. Open-mindedness. 30 flowers now rested on 1 thread. Kai held up the unfinished lei. They're all different. Yes, but they're joined. Yes, and none is more important. Leilani's eyes softened. Now you're seeing the lesson. She placed 3 final plumeria blossoms in his palm. These are not another set of characteristics. Kai lifted the first. Source. He threaded it. The second. Creation. He threaded it beside the first. Then the third. The voice that remembers their oneness. The final blossom slipped onto the thread. Leilani tied the ends together. Kai turned the lei slowly. Where does it begin? Show me. He searched the circle. He could not find a beginning. He could not find an end. Only blossoms. Only fragrance. Only 1 thread passing quietly through them all. Kai placed the lei around his grandmother's neck. I thought we were learning 30 things, 10 things, 3 times. But now it feels like 1. Leilani touched the flowers. That is what practice is for. First we name the qualities. Then we choose them. Then we extend them. Eventually we discover they were never meant to make us special. So the characteristics help us remember? Yes, they belong to the classroom. And the final 3? Leilani looked toward the ocean beyond the palms. They point beyond the classroom. Kai breathed in the plumeria fragrance once more. The flowers were many. The thread was 1. And what joined them had been invisible the whole time. May we sing, rest, and dance our way home together.